One way to understand in an easier way how to build a more advanced or more complete scans for Nmap and Zenmap in this case is to play around with the way all of these scan types or profiles are built. One way to do it is to, for instance, if I have the quick scan one, I can just click profile, edit selected profile, and then I will see this window. This window is very powerful. Maybe don't care that much about the first tab. You have profile here, and then you have other tabs here, and each one of these tabs will help you to basically configure what kind of things are being scanned or assessed during this specific profile. Okay, I will just to play more freely, I will cancel here and I will go again to profile and I will just create a new profile or command. And I go, I don't know, I can say SAFETAG text. This is just for playing. And then I will go to the scan and I will start. Targets, it doesn't matter that much because you can always change them because you are putting those targets here. So it's okay. And you can start to poke different kind of options here. Spoiler alert, there are a lot. And some of them will require to read a lot to understand what they are doing. So for instance, TCP scan, what kind of TCP scans you will conduct. Then here you have some options. A cool thing about this is that for everyone that you select, you will find in this panel at the right like some information about it. So probably it could be a good starting point in case you select the one you want to conduct. Probably this is one of the famous ones to check if there is a connection TCP protocol with a device or and so on. But here you will have available information. This is another important one, TCP connect scan. And for this, it's important because you will need to, it will tell you if you will need aggressive options, but it will tell you this will enable operating system detection. This might be interesting. Version detection, script scanning, and traceroute scan for this profile. Okay, so excellent. You can just try to poke here. Either way, I'm leaving you below this video a number of suggested kind of scans or commands or profiles that you might use directly if you just type that into the command window, right? Going back here, another interesting thing to consider for Nmap is the timing template. As I said before, these scans are sending a lot of different requests and packets and data connections to our targets, and that might be seen as an attack because there might be like hundreds of thousands of requests per each one of the targets. So here it tries to this tool tries to create a space between request and request, so it's more or less aggressive. Okay, here this goes from T0 to T5. For some tests or some profiles, the T4 is the default one, and maybe for some cases you will like to change this and put, I don't know, T2, T1, T whatever, but that's up to you. The important thing is that the test, as higher as this value is, the sooner the scan will be conducted because it will send the request faster, however, or more frequently. And if you are going more into a low value, the scan will take some time. For some cases, it will take a lot more time. Yes, so maybe normal in this case. And here you can start enabling advanced aggressive options. You can say, give me operating system version detections and other kind of things. No support for IPv6 60 if you that's important for you, etc. Okay, and also you can start like going to other tabs here. This one might be the most important one. You remember when we tried to see if the Kali machine can connect to the Metasploitable one? We used the ping option, the ping command and protocol to try to see if these two machines can see each other in the same network. Basically, Nmap before trying to run more comprehensive analysis on an IP address, they try first to ping that computer, that device. And sometimes these computers, these devices are configured to not respond to ping requests. So it doesn't happen that much, but it may happen. So there is a way to circumvent this, and it's if we check this option, it's like pretty much you try to do everything, no matter if you don't receive a ping answer before starting the battery of tests. This will increase very much the time of the scan, especially when we are trying multiple targets. But that's another thing that you might be interested into researching further. Okay, another interesting thing here is the scripting tab. There are, I don't know if hundreds of different scripts that are used for very specific use cases most of the time. However, you are invited, as with everything with these tools, to try to see here if there is anything that it will be useful for you. If you have Citrix devices, maybe why not try to understand better what all this does. You will see here the category is interesting because this is very important. If it's safe or if it's aggressive, the kind of thing that you intrusive, it says here for another test. You can try to before selecting all of this. You can see here that when I selected here, adds an option to that command like script and the name of the script or scripts, comma separated, and so on. Yeah, here, if my memory doesn't fail me, there are a couple that might be interesting, like there ones for Drupal. Like if I can try to enumerate users in a Drupal instance, things like that. I remember there was some for WordPress. If I can brute force users, if I can enumerate users in WordPress, we already are doing this with WP Scan, but yeah, you kind of have a better idea of what what kind of scripts Nmap is including. MySQL, this is also interesting. If I can try to brute force, if I can try to query for a list of databases. So all of these will also be interesting. Most of the times we are not using any of this, or maybe we only want some basic information and then we let other tools like Nessus do the heavy lifting here. But it's good for you to try to play and to understand better these options and so on. We can pretty much try to navigate the other tabs. However, the most important ones are already we're already covered. No, let's say scan, let's say ping, and probably scripting. However, this again is a reference because we don't want you to only throw commands like crazy, but more like to understand why are we putting this here. This is because probably I'm asking for operating system detection and I can see if I want or not touch. So generating some starting point to poke and to play and to generate some criteria, what is interesting, what's not, is interesting for us. And also if that's like too much and you don't have the time to deal with all of that, also you can check the SAFETAG activity for network mapping. You will find there some these commands already ready for you to copy and paste and tweak and use with some explanation of what they are doing. And also below this video you will find the most common ones, at least I recommend to use. Now, yeah, we are pretty much ready to start scanning our local networks, maybe the local network of an office of an organization we are auditing, and in some cases also we are interested in to run this against websites, so we can assess the security, the ports, and all of that for web servers, the web servers hosting the websites we are interested in to analyzing. So yeah, that's pretty much it.